Hey, Dr. A. My name's Nikita Meiger. Thank you so much for your magical question. I would like to start off first by answering number one, what does the ACA Code of Ethics say about counselors and self-care? So I found in section C in the intro, it says counselors engage in self-care activities to maintain and promote their own emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual well-being to meet their professional responsibilities. The other part that I found was section C2G, which is counselors monitor themselves for signs of impairment from their own physical, mental, and emotional problems and refrain from offering or providing professional services when impaired. The next question, what are some positive aspects of self-care? So I think it's very important to cover that self-care looks very different for every individual. So depending on what fills you is what you need to be a part of. But when answering the question, self-care helps keep counselors mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually healthy. This is so important for counselors to take time for themselves and make sure that they are the best they can be and they are filled so they can pour out into others. The other thing that self-care does is it helps avoid impairments by having accountability. So I think a big part of self-care is having professional counseling or having a colleague that you can confide in that really helps keep you accountable with what is happening in your personal life as well as in your work life. Lack of self-care can lead to many things, but to name a few big ones, burnout is huge, secondhand depression, and also compassion fatigue. So we want to make sure that we're doing self-care to avoid some of these because just like our articles told us, counselors are vulnerable. Anyone in the helping field is vulnerable to these impairments here. The other thing the lack of self-care leads to is unethical behaviors. When we are burnt out, when we are not able to think clearly and we're not working at a healthy state, we're more likely to do things that are out of our normal realm of spiritual, emotional, physical boundaries that we've put in place for ourselves. The last thing is covering self-care that I've found to be helpful for me. And so throughout the years, I've found meditation to be really helpful. I really enjoy working out and being active, getting outside. Oftentimes I eat my breakfast on my back porch and just spend time with Jesus out there. And also personal counseling, that has really helped me become more healthy when it comes to dealing with trauma, dealing with stress. All of those things can be dealt with in the proper way through counseling. Thank you so much, Dr. A, and this is the end of my answer.